everybody, to another week of Fake It Till You Make It. I'm John Potok.
I'm Angela Rockstar.
And I'm Zach Potok.
And man, we have an exciting show for you. The final three, we're going to narrow it down to two to see who goes to finale night, and we can crown our first champion. Will it be Triana? Will it be Eric? Will it be Rochelle? We're going to find out today. Guys, wow, we're this far along.
Exciting.
What do you think? I mean, do we have any early predictions?
I think it's going to be a lady.
I think Eric.
Oh, so there we go. I'm just up in the air and here for the ride, so I'm not even going to make a prediction. Let's jump right into these competitions and how this is going to work. So all three competitors will compete in the first round. The competitions will be 3 rounds of play. The first round, all three will be in it. Whoever wins the first round of competitions gets to move on to the final. The second round will be the other two. Whoever wins that will face the winner of round 1 in the final. And then, of course, whoever wins that gets to choose who their opponent will be in the final 2 for finale night. Very exciting. So let's go down the competition. So every stage of these competitions is 3 parts of competition. Zach, do you want to run down on what the first part of this competition is with all 3 players?
Yes. So for this first set of competitions, the very first part that all 3 will be doing is a guessing competition. So each one, there's 3 different types of items where they can guess the amount of numbers correctly. As long as they're within 10, they can move on to the next round. If they're 11 or above, 9 below, they don't get it.
They got to keep guessing.
Exactly. So when it comes to that, once they complete that part, they go to a balloon relay, which they cannot touch the ground. The balloon cannot touch the ground whatsoever. So after that, once you complete that part, then you have a balloon cup where you blow the balloon is however you want to do it. You got to knock all the cups down the line. Whoever completes that whole obstacle course will be moving on to part 3 of the competition.
So it's a guessing, it's a finesse with the balloon, and then it's blowing it up and knocking cups down. Who do you favor on this, Rockstar?
Let's see. I think that based upon guessing before, I think that Rochelle will guess well.
Came to dominate.
And that's just the start of it. I don't know where it's going to go after that.
Who do you think wins round 1, Zach?
I think Eric with the intelligence. I really do.
That's what I thought.
I think I'm going to go with the Queen Amine, the Queen Bee, Triana.
The guessing game really.
I think she is come here hyped and ready to go, knowing that she's facing 2 siblings. She's ready to shock the world, and I think she's ready to go. I think she's hype. I got to go with her.
Queen stays queen.
The queen stays queen. That is correct. So without further ado, let's take you down to round 1 in our warehouse, and let's find out who's the first person going to be moving on to the finale. Ready, set.
All right, you guys, final 3. I'm ready to give it my all. You know, I want to win this money. I want to win this show. I'm the fakest person on this show, so I deserve to win Fake It Till You Make It. But we're gonna see how these last 2 challenges go. Fingers crossed that Tree got this in the bag.
I'm just so nervous, like in general, about this whole situation, and I'm really, really scared. But I'm keeping positivity, and I'm just really hoping that I can pull through for this first challenge. Because if I win the first one, that's gonna give me somewhat of a head start. So I just hope I can do good in this challenge. I don't know how it's gonna go.
Nerves were getting to me a bit at the beginning of it. I think all of us had that same feeling, but I wanted to win this thing, so I wasn't showing it. I was trying to get in Triana's head. I was saying some stupid stuff, getting her distracted so she couldn't focus on the first part of the challenge.
No.
Oh, wow.
So I see the first challenge requires guessing. Prior challenges that required guessing, I was out in the first round. So my hopes aren't high, but I still want to win so bad. So I'm gonna give it my all. But Guessing is not my forte.
Good. Michelle's good. There's her one. Keep guessing for the last one.
I didn't know what she guessed.
Michelle's good. Eric's good.
I don't know. He's moving really fast tonight.
Keep going. No.
Wow, this is funny. Aw, poor Triana.
I just don't fucking count well. I'm sorry. I called it. I sucked. I was hundreds away, and I didn't even get to go to the second challenge.
Hold on. Zach messed it up. You didn't win. But Rochelle did. It's gotta be
Yeah, you had to start all over.
It's gotta start all over.
All right.
What happened?
She won. He didn't have it within 10.
How far off was I?
It's like 15. You gotta be within 10.
Oh,
So she wins, you go to round 2.
no, she didn't even get her punched off the table though.
Who? Okay, well, I mean, she's gonna win. You don't think she's gonna win? She didn't even guess the answer.
He would have, yeah, he would have.
No. They're doing the thing. We're gonna move her. She had a clear lead on top of him. She wasn't even close to guessing. She was off by more than
Bro, if y'all see my guesses, y'all would have not even wanted to redo that challenge. Like he said, I was hundreds away.
Here's what I'm doing. She moves on. She wins round 1. Those two goes round 2. She legit got it within 10. So she legit won the thing. So we're gonna go.
I did decent in the challenge, and then Rochelle ends up winning by fault, and I was feeling good about her winning. I was ready to go into the second challenge with Triana and see if I could pull out for the win.
Okay, we are back. Fake it till you make it. I'm John.
I'm Angela.
And I'm Zach.
And wow, you called that rock star. Did you read Zach's handbook?
Absolutely.
She called that. So Rochelle is automatically going to the
Part
final
3.
round, and it'll be interesting to see how that goes. So she is definitely not going to have to compete in the second round. The second round will be between Triana and Eric.
Triana did not look too hot that first round. I'm just
Yes, she
gonna say-
did get stuck on there.
Sorry, I was on it. I really tried. I just did not know that they fucking knew how to count Cheerios like that. What the fuck?
There was a little bit of controversy in the middle there about if Eric was within the 10. He wasn't, but he did move on. However, it doesn't matter. It's a matter of who wins first place.
I mean, if you're not first, you're last.
So what do we have to say? Round 2, it's Eric versus Triana. Why don't you go run down the competitions that they're going to be doing?
So this is another 3-parter. So first part is you're basically playing Pong. You know, you got to bounce it off the table, get in the cup. There's a total, I believe, of 6 cups. Once you get it all 6, then you go to the squirt balloon contest where you squirt the balloon in the air. Once again, cannot touch the ground whatsoever. If it does, you go back to start. Final one is the money order. So when there's 5 different cans with different money. You go from least to greatest, and at that point, once you have that exact order, judge will tell you you're all good. You go on to part 3, face for show.
You got Triana, you got Eric.
I gotta go with my girl. Although
She didn't even come close in the first part. So
listen,
Eric,
offended him.
I'm riding with the ladies, but I am gonna say that I think Eric has probably played more beer pong with the pongs than Triana.
don't even ask me. You already know who my vote is.
Zach is pro guy. I mean, are you getting that vibe?
Hey, I like men too.
Oh, okay. All right, well, without further ado, let's take you down for round 2 to find out who's going to match up in the final against Rochelle.
I got this in the bag. I'm confident. I know I got this. I'm not even gonna let this first challenge get me down. Did I make it past the first round? No.
Ready,
But
set,
I got this next one.
go.
Well, I feel like I can finally like take a break for a minute because now it's my brother and Triana, and I just have a good feeling like my brother's gonna win. I mean, he's doing really good tonight as it is, I feel. So we'll see what happens, but I'm feeling good because if my brother wins, then I know I got this in the bag.
Those balls were going right in after I got the flow of it. I found where the spot was, I got the groove. Bam, 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 put them all in. Then ran over, got a squirt bottle, pushing up in the air and just kind of walking it across. I just got right in front of it and bam, 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 squirt it right across the thing. Got it over there real quick. To the money, 7 pennies, 8 pennies, however, I knew right away. Put them in line, I got 2 off. Shake them, twisted them, got the win.
It happened again. I didn't make it first pass challenge. I be trying, it's crazy, but clearly don't play enough beer pong. I couldn't get 1 ball into a glass, but you know, I gave it my all. I tried my best.
Oh, you never played beer pong.
I don't play beer pong. It was just not my challenge this week, but it's cool.
I feel great that he just won, and doesn't get better than that.
Welcome back, everybody. Fake it till you make it. I'm John.
I'm Angela.
And I'm Zach.
And there you have it. Eric has pulled out the second round, which eliminates your girl, Triana.
I don't like it.
You didn't get that off the handbook, obviously.
What a queen of mean she was. And man, she has had an immaculate season. This is incredible.
It was a good run though. I gave it my all. I don't care what anyone thinks. I gave it my all.
Yeah, Triana lame ass did make it to the top 3.
I made it to the top 3. I was supposed to be gone in the beginning. They wanted me out week 1. So, I don't even know what fucking week this is.
16.
Week 16 is a fucking win.
Something like that. 13.
Yeah.
No, 12. Yeah, I don't know.
So it's down to brother versus sister.
It's going to be interesting.
She's not technically eliminated out because whoever wins
Could still
gets to
take her.
Has the
choose to
option.
take her to the end. That's right.
Absolutely.
That's just reality of life. No one's gonna pick a stranger over their sibling.
If you look at those options, which we'll get into after this next round, it may not be a bad idea, you know.
For either one of them, correct.
Correct. So why don't we run down the final part of the competition, also 3 parts.
Yes. So first one is the can race. So on the table, you have 3 sets of can of 1, 2, and 3. You have to get from one line to the other. Cannot use your hands whatsoever. So you can use your forehead, you can use your face, whatever floats your boat. You just cannot use your hands, arms, anything along the lines of that. So after that, you go to a banana and orange relay race. So when it comes to that, you have to use the banana to get the orange across the other line as well. You figure it out. You cannot use your hands or feet on that as well. So then when it comes to the final part is you have a stack of quarters. You put a quarter in the jar, and basically once you get it into the container, which is buried inside the shot glass, yes. And then once you get it in, competition's over. That person will be taking the final 2.
So this is going to be
The battle of the
civil
blood. Yeah,
rivalry here. Yeah. So
sibling
will
battle.
it be brother versus sister?
You guys see me on another show. I better not be on no show with siblings. Trash. Bullshit.
Who do you have, Zach?
I mean, we already know who I'm going with. Might as well ask 16th best over there.
Well, then we can say I'm all girl power. So
she's going Rochelle. You're going Eric. I'm just going for the ride. I'm going to sit here and watch this and see how this pans out. Man, it's just so exciting. Let's go down back to the warehouse to find out who wins the civil rivalry for the chance to go to the finale and pick their own opponent.
If I can get a head start somewhere in the game, I'm hoping it's going to be this first challenge.
Felt really good going into the finals with Rochelle. Thought I was gonna kill her on this one, but turns out she did pretty good with the cans pushing them across there.
Eric's good.
Eric has his first hand.
each time I would get it over to the piece of tape, it would get caught up on the tape and then it would flip over and I'd reset.
Patience is what you need here. Rochelle taking her time. Has a little bit of a lead. Take your time, Eric. Take your time. And Eric has the second set. Rochelle's about to cross her third set. If she's patient. Be patient. You can move the other set of cans out of the way if you want. Eric using his forehead. Rochelle's good.
She ends up crushing me on that.
Be careful. Patience, Eric. You don't want to fall now. Eric, be careful.
Don't want to fall now.
Eric is good. What would mom and dad say right now? Who would they be cheering for?
For me.
No.
Because I know I got the strategy.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Right before we started the challenge, it clicked. I had an idea for cradling that banana and pulling that thing across.
It may not be interesting on who wins this challenge. But remember, we're not allowed to have 6 people in the household, so if you got brothers and sisters, they still
I knew the banana thing was going to slow her down quite a bit.
She's going for her orange.
So I got the most curved of the banana and I got the roundest orange. It worked out in my favor. I pulled it straight across. A matter of just dropping coins in until I got one in the center.
He's still Eric wins!
Won the challenge.
Welcome back to Fake It Till You Make It. I'm John.
I'm Angela.
And I'm Zach.
And there you have it. Eric has won the right to go to the finale. He gets to choose between Rochelle and Triana. Who do you think he's going to pick here? I mean, this is going to be interesting when he goes into the courtroom of Judge Joe. He gets to choose who he gets to take to the final, who he feels he has the best chance to beat. Now, let's think about this for a minute. Who do you think he has the better shot to beat?
Perhaps he could beat Triana.
So
Yeah.
if he was smart, he would take Triana.
I
then.
think so. Yeah.
What do you say, Zach?
I would have to say I agree with that just because Rochelle has more competition wins than what Eric does. Rochelle has way less blood on her hands compared to Eric. I mean, if I'm Eric, go for Triana because Triana has way more blood, and I think she has way more people that dislike Triana compared to Eric in the jury.
Yeah, he might still be in it. If he was smart, he'd pick you. So.
You never know.
You
Never know.
I mean, shit, you got Rumble, so he might be.
Throw in a little a twist here. Keeping his sister, Rochelle, guarantees family money.
If they're splitting it.
Well, I'm sure they're going to do something. I mean, I would imagine. I agree. I do think that he would have a hands down. Well, I wouldn't say that, though. You know what? Triana is pretty popular with them, too.
And she won a lot.
Yeah, I don't
The
think
whole
that that's
two
a clean-cut
competitions.
victory.
That's
I
a
think,
lot.
They were the best.
That's two more than
she
what
won
you've
the
ever won in
best
Big Brother.
too.
Oh, here we go.
The best too.
Anyway, I think I would take Rochelle just to make sure that with the deal of, well, if you win, you better give me half type thing. Yeah, I don't know that I would even take the gamble. I think Triana's more popular than Eric. I think that
You
would be.
think so?
I do.
You can't say that Triana wasn't your favorite because Triana was my favorite. So, it sucks, but I did the best I could, you guys.
Triana's been, she's the queen bee. And
true.
again, you can't go against Triana and think you're going to
win it.
win it.
You know what happens when you come for Triana. We've seen it week after week after week.
I don't think I would take her to the final against me. I would be afraid that I would have just thrown that money away.
That's a valid point.
It's just the vibe he was getting.
For sure. And I just want to backtrack a little and say that double tying of the banana was genius.
Yes.
That was brilliant.
Wow, that was so brilliant because he was behind at that point.
Yeah.
And to double, I mean,
My competition, that was I was like, wow, that was a really smart move.
You definitely got that out of the Zach Potok handbook.
Oh, here we go. Oh man, I'll tell you what. If it was you versus Eric and he didn't get a hold of this mysterious handbook, who wins?
He would be losing dramatically.
Rockstar, what are we gonna do?
We're just going to let him live in his fairy tale.
Oh, okay.
Of real life.
Oh, there we go. All right. Well, without further ado, let's take you down to the courtroom. Judge Joe presiding. Let's find out who Eric chooses to take
to the final
end.
two.
Yeah.
Court is now in session. We had the final week of competition. With that, we had one person declared winner, that person being Eric. Eric will now take a moment to choose who he wants to take with him to the final two. The final two will then be asked a series of questions from their previous castmates who are now our jury. The jury will ask questions for both people, or it could be a general question, but they each will have a chance to respond. Now, I'm going to ask Triana and Rochelle to please stand, and Eric will make a selection of who he decides to take with him for the final two debate. Eric, will you please decide who is going with you for the final debate?
Triana, Rochelle, this has been quite the journey. That being said, I now have to decide between one of you two. Got to that point, and it was now my decision to go ahead and decide who I was going to put up there.
I just knew, in all actuality, you gonna pick your random stranger over your sibling? That's what I said. Who would,
I don't want to get killed in my sleep at night, so I'm going to pick Rochelle. I could pick Rochelle to go up there with me. We had a little agreement from the beginning of this whole show that we would split the money if we got down to the two of us.
Well, I pretty much knew I was going to be up there unless you were to pull some crazy thing and pick Triana, but that wouldn't happen.
Now we will go for the final debate. We are going to take a break, and we're going to allow the jury to get their questions together to ask Eric and Rochelle a series of questions to decide who they will vote for in the end. Court is now in recess.
Welcome back to Fake It Till You Make It. I'm John.
I'm Angela.
And I'm Zach.
Eric takes Rochelle to go to the end with him.
I don't want to get killed in my sleep at night, so I'm going to pick Rochelle.
So the final two will be Eric and Rochelle.
Well, look, here we are.
It's crazy. Eric didn't pick me. I'm sad. I'm hurt. I should have been in the final two. If anyone deserved to be in the final two, it was me. I gave the show everything. I gave the cast my all. I was fake. I was real. I was fake again. I can't believe this was the outcome, but it's okay. I know that I'm gonna be the favorite, period, point blank. That's easy to see, easy to say, and like I said, I will be missed. You guys don't even have to tell me.
Without further ado, let's take you down to the courtroom. Judge Joe presiding.
Final two, I'm off of this.
Court is now in session. Eric has selected Rochelle to debate him in the final two.
Yeah, I was glad Rochelle and me were in the ending here.
With that, we will now ask questions from the jury, which I will decide in order. The jury is going to be looking for information to choose who they are going to vote for, Eric and Rochelle. So I would say that you want to come out with your best answers to show how you played the game and why you deserve to win.
I don't really know what they're going to ask. I literally think they're all just going to ask, why should I vote for you? I don't know. I guess we'll see how it goes, but either way, I don't really care, because if they try and say something to me, I'm just going to say, I don't care, because I'm winning and you're not.
Now, we will go to the first person in line to ask questions. After the end of all of the questions, we will give Eric and Rochelle a moment to give a closing statement to say why they should win the game of Fake It Until You Make It. Drew, you were going to ask the first question. Could you please stand and ask your question?
Eric, I want to give you one reason or one chance to vote, or tell me why you should I should vote for you to win. B, that you use the money chip to get me out.
Drew, you got by lucky today, but not so lucky. Okay, the simplest answer for this one, I didn't have any enemies at the time, and it kind of made best sense to flow with picking you to come up here with the chip, since we were in the pardon together. It was kind of between me and you anyways who would be up here. So, I didn't have anybody that was against me at the moment that I knew of. So I figured that would be the easiest way out in playing the game smart.
All right. And Rochelle.
Go ahead, Drew. Please ask the question.
My question
Rochelle, my
for you
apologies.
is it really going to make a difference who we vote for, or are you guys just planning to split the money in the end anyways?
Yes, it does matter, because I feel like since I put in all this work, if I'm going to win, I get to take it all.
What work did you put in, though?
I've won 4 challenges, and I'm up here.
Drew, thank you for your questions. We will now go to Ron. Ron, please stand and ask your questions for each. And again, it could be a general question for both or a question pointed at each.
All right, so first of all, I want to congratulate both of you for being top 2. Both
Thank
played
you.
Good games,
Thank
but
you.
With that being said, my first question is for Eric. Up until this point, like I said, you've played a good game, but it makes a lot more sense to take Triana with you to the end, because I think Rochelle has been more popular. Triana's kind of done some questionable moves. So, explain why that was a good move to take Rochelle with you, because to me that was a dumb move, and I don't want to give you my vote, because in the clutch you choked. So tell me why that was a good move to take Rochelle with you.
Wow, harsh question, Eric. Let's see what you got here, buddy.
Yeah, I think it was the best decision for me because, I didn't want to make somebody mad here in my family. So I think that was the best decision there for that. As well as I was looking around in the crowd here, and I'm not too sure. I was trying to tally up who was for who here, and I was a little bit on the line with Triana as far as getting the win versus Rochelle. So I think that's why I brought Rochelle up here.
All right, Ron, please stand again as well. And what is your question for Rochelle?
So for Rochelle, I'd say you're more of the Michael Jordan in this game, as he's the LeBron. He plays good the whole game and then chokes in the 4th.
Wow.
So how are you going to bring it home? Why
Ron's
did I
got my
give you
vote.
Rochelle. Now or never. Tell me why you played a better game than Eric.
Okay. Well, I think I played a better game than Eric because, like I did say, I've won 4 challenges, and being up here, I feel like I'm representing for the girls, and that feels pretty good because look at my size and look at him. I feel pretty good about where I am, and
I'd
that's
put
really
you
what
up
I have
here.
to
You're up
say.
here because of me. I don't know. You played a better game. I could have just kept you on the seat over there.
Wow, Eric invoked flower power.
And I should have won that first
Well,
game,
it
by
looks
the way.
like you
but-
made the wrong choice then.
Okay, great question and great response. We will now go to Chase. Chase, please stand and give your questions to the 2 final people.
All right, my question is for both of you guys. Do you guys think that you have made where you are now if you let everybody know that you were siblings from the beginning?
Okay, I'm going to answer that first.
Wow,
So
taking charge.
it was never a secret. We just didn't say anything, but I mentioned it to people when we were talking. I never kept that a secret. And just like I said today, I've called him my brother a few times, and I just don't think that's really the case. So I feel like that wasn't a secret, and I didn't hide that from anyone. It's kind of based on who can pick that out with their eyes and not. I mean, there was a lot of couples in this game, and they could have done the same thing. They could have kept low. They could have never said anything at all. So
Yeah, I actually didn't know to keep it a secret from the start, so I think I told like 3 people when we all met in the bar up there. They're like, "So who do you know in this?" Because everyone like knew somebody. Like, "Oh, Rochelle, she's my sister." So I told like a lot of people right away before I was told to hush it up, and then I don't know. Eventually, I think everybody just knew.
Was it a secret or wasn't?
It wasn't supposed to be. I didn't know it was gonna be a secret. Was it a secret to people? I don't.
Well, you just said somebody told you to hush it up, so I thought.
Yeah, production.
All right. Well, thank you both for your responses, and Chase, thank you for your question. We will now ask Gage to please stand, and Gage, ask your questions for both of the final 2.
Who's gonna buy me food after this?
Gage, you know I got you.
Alright. Who's gonna take me on expensive shopping spree after this?
Gage, I'm buying you a car after this.
A word?
A car.
Yeah, it's not going to be a nice one.
Listen,
25.
Gage is a little down on his luck today. Something happened to him earlier on. I'm gonna make it right. Don't worry.
For real, I really do need something to eat. But I don't know about what Ron said. He said Ron was not clutching the fork. But that's crazy. We'll get back to this though. But who do you think was the most hardest person to get out in this game? Both of y'all.
Ooh.
Who's
Well,
your target?
I'm going to say, okay, they're not my target. I would say the hardest person to get out was, I would say Triana, because we were in it till the end. I mean, she got through a lot of things, and I feel like we made it till the end, and what happened. So I think Triana was a great competition.
Yeah. Earlier on, I thought Keenan was gonna be tough because he wasn't real popular with people kind of putting his name out there. But as far as the challenges go, Tiffany was really good. Not that she was the hardest to get out though, but she was very good at all the challenges. Definitely not a target, obviously, for us, for me.
Thank you, Gage, for the questions and for the response. Allie, will you please stand and ask the final 2 members your question? Step up to the mic there.
Up to the mic or?
That mic right there.
Oh, I didn't know we're stepping up. Congratulations to both of you guys. I think you guys both played a great game. But tell me why you guys, each of you guys think you deserve my vote.
Yeah, I was pretty nervous for these questions. They were either going to stump me or it was going to be the same question over and over again. Why should I vote for you? And, I didn't want to just keep saying the same old thing, this and that. I said good stuff about you, whatever. So the questions kept coming, and I think both of us were flowing pretty good with them, with answers. I don't think anybody really got anything over good on us to make us look stupid.
Yeah.
We'll start with Rochelle, actually.
Okay.
Ladies first.
Well, like you said, ladies, like I said, I think I represent the ladies here, and I think I did really good. I mean, that's why I'm up here, and I think I deserve the vote because I did put time and effort into this every single week. I had a game plan, and I think this game is a lot about making good decisions, and if you can do that, you're going to make it pretty far.
That's good answer. Go ahead, Eric.
I don't know what all that nonsense was. Okay, you're not going to know the answer to this, but the way I've talked about you, particularly in this game, in the confessionals, you're going to find out when we go to watch the season, but it's been very good, and I'm just going to tell you that right now. You got my word on that.
Okay. All right.
Wow, he's pleading
Good,
for
good
the long run.
answer there, too, also.
Pleading for the long
I don't know
run.
if you're trying to play me, but good answer there.
Ollie, thank you for the questions, and we will now go to Keenan. Keenan, will you please stand and ask your question for the final 2?
It's true.
If y'all win, just for both of y'all, if y'all win, what y'all gonna do with the money?
I love this question. So if I win, my plan is I'm moving to LA actually, and I'm going to makeup school down there. And it's a really big deal to me, and the money would help me so much moving there with living and school. So that's my reason. That's what I'm going to do with the money.
Yeah, I'm donating it to charity.
Hey, what charity are you donating the money to?
In the arms of an angel.
There was a very honest answer given.
A portion.
Maybe.
And everybody who votes for me. Just kidding.
All right. Tiffany, will you please stand and ask your question for the final 2?
Congratulations. Obviously, I was in a Final Four alliance with you two. It really sucks that I'm not up there. I don't think getting you up there is from winning the challenges. So what I want to ask is for both of you, do you think the odds was in your favor coming into this game as siblings to make it to the final end? Because obviously your Final Four wouldn't really be your choice. You guys stick together.
No, I don't, because this cast is made up of couples and they had the exact opportunity. It's the exact same thing, and I just feel like we both were able to make it up here.
Yeah, I would pretty much agree with that. There's a lot of couples and stuff in this thing from the start. I think maybe 4 or 5, and they had the same chance as us, just staying true to each other throughout this whole thing. It's all about, having your alliance and staying strong to it, not and jumping around and getting caught up in between people, and then that's what gets people mad and you get kicked off the show. But I think everybody had a chance to stay true to their person, and I think a lot of people did. They were just unlucky and got kicked one week or another. I could have, or she could have. We're only 2, so against this many people, it's kind of hard to make it this far with just 2 people. But if there was like quadruplets up in here, I think they would have done really good. Yeah.
I think that final response was us against the world. With that, Blaze, will you please stand and ask the final 2 your questions?
All right, Final Four. Congratulations to both of you. That's our whole thing. Okay. So, with that being the case, what was your game plan for each of you? What was your game plan coming into the show? How did you want to approach everything? And then what adjustments did you make to get to where you are right now?
Okay. I'd like to go. Okay, so coming into the game, I definitely think I was going to do a lot better socially because I don't like to create drama and things like that. So I feel like I can diffuse things like that well and not get caught up in drama. So I feel like playing it socially was more of my game. Obviously, you got to be able to do some of these challenges to get through. But overall, that was my strategy. And then with that, I did have a lot of different people that I was good with that I wasn't going to cross. But when it came down to it, Final 5 and all of that, then it's just everyone for themselves. And I just tried to make every best decision I could playing the game, and I feel like it worked out as best as I could, and I feel like I've done as best as I can in the game, so I'm pretty happy with the way I played.
Okay, yeah, the truth from the start was come in and build an alliance. I think that was probably everybody's plan because we're going to win this thing in numbers, and I was pretty optimistic about it. And right off the bat, I realized I kind of was a target, the first little thing I got thrown up there. And then somehow after that, I was doing okay. I didn't win any challenges. And then I think I got with some of the right people. And I think that's what helped me, was getting with some good, honest people, such as the guy that just asked me that question.
Perfect. Well, thank you both for the response. And finally, to your final third competitor, the last person eliminated in the jury, we're going to go to Rihanna, the queen of mean, the competition queen. Can you please have your questions for the final 2?
All right. I will start off saying everybody on my cast that knew they were siblings are idiots because why would y'all not get siblings out in the beginning? I didn't know that until the last 3 weeks. So I'm going to throw that out there. But I'll start my question off with Eric.
What?
Do you feel like if you were to go against siblings, would you try to keep siblings in the game, or would you get them out sooner than later?
Ooh, okay, that's a good question. That's a tough one. I think siblings or couples, they can stay true to each other just as good as anybody else. Maybe couples would be the first to get out because they have more of that relationship. They might break up and be done and never have to see each other again. Siblings have to see each other again. So I think maybe go after couples.
And I actually want Rochelle to answer the same question.
Well, I would go for siblings just like I would with couples because, like he said, you have with couples, there is that love and everything, and it's just different. Like with a brother and sister, they could actually not get along at all and not even be on each other's side. I mean, at least with a couple, they're together. They're for each other,
Sibling
right?
rivalry, We've been fighting since we were kids.
So I would say say,
Don't let her win
in
this.
my strategy, yeah, I'd go for siblings, but I'd also go for a couple too. So,
Guys, it was me, my older sister. We were living in harmony with my parents, and then she was
I've
born.
always been the black sheep. So,
devil
give me
child.
The money.
I think I deserved to. I think I deserved to win this one.
I'm the best child.
I stick with the youngest. I'm sorry, Eric.
Yeah.
Hey, Allie, she
all
ain't
good.
been talking good about you. I'm just saying.
All good.
I'm just saying.
It's okay.
He's lying.
Okay, so thank you, jury, again for your questions, and castmates, the final two, thank you for your responses. Many things to think about. This game is played on many levels. With that, we had Eric with his alliances that got him here to the final table, and Rochelle was a competition beast, taking home 4 of them. So at this point in time, we're going to give each of them a moment to talk to the jury to explain why they think they should win this game and how they should earn their vote. So Eric, we will give you the first chance to tell the jury why you believe you should be the winner of Fake It Until You Make It before the vote happens.
Okay. Coming into this thing, we didn't know a lot about each other, and we had to just kind of go off of what we started learning from each other. And whether you were on my alliance or not, I'm a man of my word. I stay true to my people. If we said from the beginning, it's in stone, we're going to do this thing together, that's what I do, and I think that's a respectable, admirable trait no matter who you are, whether I was on alliance with you or not. I think that's something that you can like within a person. I think that's why I should be your vote for the win.
Thank you, Eric, for your response. Rochelle, please give me your response to the jury and to the fans. Why do you think you should be crowned the champion of Fake It Until You Make It?
Well, I think I should win because, well, it was a very long game, and I just feel like I've put in so much energy and effort into this. I mean, every single week I had a game plan. I had decisions that I was on the edge about making because I don't want to make someone mad, but I also don't want to be a threat. And I feel like I went through very well with not making a lot of people mad, which I didn't want to do. And yeah, I'm sure I made Blaze a little mad, but it came down to us in the end. And yeah, I had an alliance with people, but there was also people like Gage that I talked to on the side that I would never turn on him. And there was other people as well. It wasn't necessarily just my alliance, but I was just trying to play the game as well as I could to get to this spot. And like I said, it's about decisions. And, you know, I'd appreciate it a lot more.
Awesome. Thank you both for your final comments to the jury. At this point in time, we're going to take another break.
I got one more thing to say.
Okay, we're going to allow Eric to give a final comment.
When you guys watch these tapes roll back and you watch that confessional after America watched 15 episodes in a row of her in that room talking trash about you, and then you're up here the big dummy, hey, I want her to win. I didn't know she was talking bad about me. Wait till you see it, okay?
Wait till you see it. How do you know he's just saying that?
I didn't say nothing bad about you guys in there. Only positive messages.
How don't you know
Because
he's just
why would I?
saying
It don't
that?
matter. It's already the past.
Wow,
She's in there running her mouth.
Rivalry. Let it go. Keep going.
Just positive energy about everybody. That's all.
We got positive
You'll
energy.
see. I said this.
Is that accurate?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to stay true to myself, and what I said is true. And if you want to believe him, obviously
She
lying
talked
to get
about you
your
guys
vote.
like dogs in that room, I
He's
swear.
literally trying to get
Listen,
your
this is
vote.
my sister. I
He's
know.
literally told me he would say something like this, so...
Wow, with those final closing comments.
It was a little bit of competition left between the two of us.
Think about that. Are you going to be that dumb? Hey, Rochelle for the win after
Or are you going to be done watching it all back and seeing that you got played at this very moment?
Thank you all for your responses, and thank you all for your time. Court is now in recess for the final voting to happen.
Once the debate was over, I had got my 2 cents in. I felt pretty good about it, but some of the body language and what I was hearing out there in the jury a little bit, it was still kind of mixed crowds.
Everyone had really good questions, but I feel like anytime someone had like a question that was more than a little neutral, I was able to shut it down and deny, like back up the facts that that's not true.
Welcome back to Fake It Till You Make It. I'm John.
I'm Angela.
And I'm Zach.
And wow, was that not an intense questioning?
The odds was in your favor coming into this game as siblings.
In the clutch, you choked. So tell me why that was a good move to take Rochelle with you.
Do you guys think that you have made where you are now if you let everybody know that you were siblings from the beginning?
Everybody on my cast that knew they were siblings are idiots because why would y'all not get siblings out in the beginning? I didn't know that until like the last 3 weeks. So I'm gonna throw that out there.
Some which sounded really scorned by the fact that those two were there and are siblings. What did you think of that pressure, Rockstar?
It was intense on a lot of levels, and I think that they both handled themselves really well with some of that questioning. That definitely was a little aggressive in some cases. I thought it was very interesting that a lot of the people asking the questions were in similar situations.
Yeah, that is very interesting. We'll get to that in a second. Do you think there was any questions, though, that were maybe considered out of line?
No.
You thought it was all within?
I thought they were within.
I thought Tiffany was a little bit hurt, which I don't get why, but I thought she was a little bit hurt.
It really sucks that I'm not up there.
Which brings us to the subject of, so everybody was harping on the fact that these two were siblings and it wasn't revealed. But yet there were a lot of couples that were in the game and that also wasn't revealed.
Right.
But they were mad for them, not saying they were siblings, but the couples, because they were couples, maybe people saw them hold hands, maybe they saw people kiss, maybe they saw, who knows, but it was more out there that they were couples. And
they just played a
people
better game, though.
Were upset about the fact, but you could have came here as a couple and
not revealed that.
Yeah,
I mean,
and that
they
would have been
played-
easier to hide than a brother and sister, I think.
Yes, they played a way better game by hiding it. I mean, Eric had his individual people, Rochelle had her individual people.
And we can't forget the fact of you still, at some point along the way, have to fly under the radar. You have to get lucky and win some comps. I mean, this isn't handed to you.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, I really think they did an amazing job to get to the point of where they are. And to be honest, a couple of those final ones, Blaze, Triana, of course, definitely doesn't have nothing to be ashamed of. She was facing an uphill mountain regardless and took it by the horns and really, she went out there and put a showing. Yeah, she ended up losing at the end, but, what a fighter. What an amazing competitor.
Really.
And, you got Blaze and Tiffany, both who were also great. Blaze, honestly, if the one that should be the most upset, Blaze had nobody in this game as far as a couple or anything. He just kind of attached to groups and made alliances. He got down to, the final four.
All right, final four. Congratulations to both of you.
He played very well.
So, that's stuff too that's, you got to take that into consideration.
Absolutely. And like I said, people are going to be upset. They're going to hate. It is what it is. Rochelle, Eric played the two best games. That's why they're in the final two for a reason.
Yeah, I think they both had really valid points about the fact that you might not even like your sibling and, but you definitely like somebody you're in a relationship with.
That's true.
Absolutely.
So I thought that would have, if I was feeling some sort of a way sitting in the jury, that would have flipped my script.
With a brother and sister, they could actually not get along at all and not even be on each other's side. At least with a couple, they're together. They're for each other,
Sibling rivalry,
It's like, you know what? You're right.
Right.
You don't pick your siblings. You pick your partner in relationships.
That's definitely true. Now, the real question is the voting. I think they persuaded a couple people their way, maybe turned a couple people the opposite way.
Well, here's what's interesting. So at the end of the questioning, they each got a chance to make a statement. Everything seemed hunky-dory and professional, and they tackled these questions together, and then they got the chance to have their closing statements, both which seemed very classy, very professional, no attacks. But then out of the blue, Eric decides,
he went in.
I'm going to throw it all on the line here. I got to be the champion.
I think Eric's worried.
When you guys watch these tapes roll back and you watch that confessional after America watched 15 episodes in a row of her in that room talking trash about you, and then you're up here the big dummy, hey, I want her to win. I didn't know she was talking bad about me. Wait till you see it, okay?
Wait till you see it. How do you know he's just saying that? I didn't say nothing bad about
whether it's true or not. She's trashing you in these rooms, and then she's like, you're getting played right now. Now you just left that whole jury wondering
of-
who the
Questioning.
hell's the liar,
Right.
you know? And I mean, is that a good move on Eric's part?
It potentially could be.
If you feel like the underdog, it probably is.
I was gonna
right?
say Eric probably feels like the underdog, and I don't think this vote's going to be some big landslide. I think it's going to be a close one.
I would agree.
I also agree with that.
You guys got that out of the handbook.
Oh,
Yeah,
here
no-
we go. So, without further ado, let's take you down to the courtroom. Judge Joe presiding.
Welcome back. Court is now in session. Rochelle has said that she will take her money and move to Los Angeles to pursue a career in many different things to be in Hollywood. Eric has said that he will donate the money to a great and worthy cause. The final votes are in. The jury's made a decision by a vote of...
I feel good about it, you know. I mean, I don't think many people voted for me. I do think my brother's name will be on the check.
Stay tuned till next week for the finale. At that point in time, we will deem who is fake and who is crowned the winner of Fake It Until You Make It. Court is now adjourned.
I gave it my all. Maybe it was enough. I don't know. We're gonna find out. But either way, I'm gonna be happy. It's gonna be a victory regardless.
And I do hope my name is on the check. I really do. But if it's not, I'm still getting my money at the end of the day. And my plan went through in the end, and that's really rewarding to me. So it's just a win all around.
Okay, we are back. Fake it till you make it. I'm John.
I'm Angela.
And I'm Zach.
So, just a quick little prediction here. Obviously, we're not going to get those results until next week at the live finale, which before we get to that part, this is where Rockstar, you are done with us for this season.
Thank God.
Will you stop it? She has been nothing but a sweetheart and
He
a
left
gem
me
to
flowers
be
in
here.
my dressing room. Please
Oh,
don't even.
is that right?
It came from Brett. He told me to hand deliver it to you.
Oh, well, there we go.
It has been delightful being here with you.
I appreciate that, and we love you to death. And thank you so much for stepping in for Taylor. And I mean, you're the most beautiful, precious soul out there. And thank you so much for stepping into that.
Hey, and Taylor will be back for the finale, so that's very exciting.
That is true. That is true.
Another annoying person I got to deal with on finale night.
Maybe we should just let you do it by yourself.
Might as well. I'm carrying you two now.
Oh, here we go.
I mean, truth be told, I think Rockstar, her being our choice of co-hosting, not a good move. I would have personally, like, if we had to say Big Brother 20 was our selection, I would have tried to get a winner who actually won a competition. You know, maybe like a Fessy or the winner of it all, Casey. But instead, we get 16th best Rockstar.
Oh,
Those
give
that
me
can't
a break.
do commentate, obviously.
Oh, so you better sit on the sidelines and commentate. That's true.
Oh, is that right? I'll be on Big Brother next season. Mark my words.
Here we go.
And I'll show you what winning a competition is.
Oh, but then it doesn't matter if you win one and then get eliminated.
Right. There's
no.
levels to this stuff.
Yeah, it's called strategic, which that's something in my Zach
Well,
handbook.
I hope they let you take the handbook with you to Big Brother.
First off, I memorized it from top to bottom. I know what's going on.
You wrote it.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. There we go.
The handbook will be available on the website.
That
That
we
is
go.
true.
There
That
we
is
go.
true.
Let me just do my marketing plug.
Right.
No, thank you. Honestly, this has been so fun. What a great show. What a cool competition. What an amazing cast. It's been a delight. I really do appreciate it.
I know. I
and we
appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Yeah, we appreciate you being here, and thank you so much for stepping up and taking this and being with us. And it's been an honor to work with you. Anyway, before I let you go, though, I can't let you off the hook that easy. Predictions. Next week, who walks away crowned the first champion of Fake It Till You Make It? Is it Eric or is it Rochelle? Give me your prediction.
I've been riding with Rochelle this whole time, so I'm gonna stick with it. I hope she wins. I I will be watching, and I am excited to know.
Your response, Zach?
I'm going to say... I'm going to go Rochelle, too.
Oh, you wanted the Rockstar Handbook.
Oh, there
okay. Okay.
His
Rockstar-
ended and he picked up the Rockstar
First off,
Handbook.
Rockstar, you're such a fanboy. You got to copy everything I got to do. Get your own.
Oh, my God. So she copied your answer?
Absolutely.
You just got it from the Rockstar Handbook.
I mean, okay. So you're jumping on that bandwagon, too? Okay, 16 best
It's a
2.0,
parade.
too.
It's a parade, not a
been
bandwagon.
on the Rockstar bandwagon. I love her.
And that's
She's a
why
great
that's why you
woman.
guys are where you are. 16th best on that side of the table.
Oh, here we go. Oh, my
I'm carrying the show for a reason.
Oh.
Winners to the right.
So you're going with Rochelle.
I am going with
You're
Rochelle.
going with Rochelle.
Yes.
I am going. I'm looking at these votes. I think it's going to be tight.
It will be. It will be.
Tight. And I think the swing is going to either be Keenan or Tiffany. And I'm really on the fence on which way those two go. I'll go opposite. I'm going to go Eric. I think Eric really put the thoughts in the head of she's been talking trash the whole time.
That's not going to help, though.
You don't think that helps? You think she
No.
wins easy?
I'm
You
not
think
saying
it's close?
It's going to be a close vote without a doubt, but I think Rochelle has it without a doubt.
You all know where you stand. I don't really need to say much because I'm already up here and I'm already going to win. So I'm just going to take the win and take my money because that's what I was here to do. And I don't really have much to say, but I'm getting my money.
Triana and everybody previously on this show that was eliminated. Yeah, so Blaze is out of here. Gonna miss you, buddy, but I'm gonna do this for you, baby. Tiffany, it was good and all. I'm gonna carry this momentum on for the group. I'm gonna do it for you. I'm gonna do it for everybody. So let's do this, baby. Keenan was out here masterminding this all this whole time, and he passed it on to me, and I'm gonna win this for you, baby. Allie, you've been hanging in there like a soldier week after week. I'm gonna win this for you, baby. Gage, it's been real. We're gonna win this together. Let's go, baby. Chase, you've been my best friend since the beginning of this competition, and this one was hard tonight, but it's okay. I'm gonna carry on with this thing. I'm gonna win this. I'm gonna do this for you, baby. Continue on with my spirits, and I'm gonna do this for you, Ron. Let's get this, baby. Drew, you were the best, and I'm gonna win this for you, baby. Nick, you were the best. I'm doing this for you, baby.
Yeah, Macy felt like she got set up there for a particular reason. He already got, and it's true. She couldn't handle the pressure, and she crunched. And now she's gone.
Yeah, I liked Macy. She's been my ally the whole time, so I didn't even put her up there to be on the block. Peace out, Macy. I'm gonna do this for you. Cassidy, you were real. I'm gonna win this for you. Becky, you were the real deal. Best of luck to you. Like I said before, I'm gonna win this for you. Here I am now. Let's do this, baby.
Well, there's only one way to find out, and I'm going to say this for one more time. It's for you to join us next week for our live finale. It'll be myself, it'll be Zach, and it'll be Taylor. But we're going to miss you, Rockstar, and it's been an amazing ride, and we say thank you for being here and helping us out.
Thank you so much. And make sure you guys, if you like this show, even if you don't, make sure you subscribe, like, comment, share with your friends.
Real Deal TV Network.
That's
That's
it.
right. And this is only on the Real Deal TV Network. Anyway, with that being said, I'm John Potok.
I'm Angela Rockstar.
And I'm Zach Potok.
And we will see you next week at the finale.